Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I was gone for a long time, and now I'm back. And I'm trying to fix something, which is unfortunate. Drive G. Change drive letter. Thank you for the follow, Corey. Yeah. So here we are. Why are you not showing up? Here you go. Hi, Grace. Grace, how are you doing? I've been kind of meaning to reach out to you, but avoidant personality disorder makes that different. I've been wondering how you are going. I've been very busy. Attracted by the garbage. Oh! Garbage. Wait, hold on. You've seen some of it before. Basically, Amsterdam's gonna be the next big video after Aruba. And I want to... There's not much to the game, so I want to go through a deep dive of the developer's history. Which means A2 Racer, Beach King Stunt Racer, Miami Vice. These are all the Davilex games that I actually own. A little bit of Autobahn Racer. Could I contact interview them? Maybe. I'm not sure if I necessarily will, because there is actually quite a lot of information on them. And I already feel like I have enough. I have some documentaries to reference. And I don't want it to become too much about the developer. I still want to kind of keep it 50-50. So that's what I'll be doing for the next 3-4 streams, depending on how it goes, before I leave for Aruba on the 10th. I want to record some footage of some of the games. I've already not been able to get some of them to run. So that's how we go, and most of them I'll be running on the real Windows XP machine. Which was a bit of a bit of trouble to get set back up. It's been a while. Rough shape, yeah. Yeah, I figured. That makes sense. I hope you can find something better again soon and kind of get that beautiful out of the tail glide arc back into the clouds kind of thing, etc. Things have been a little bit chaotic here too. Took us a while to find a sitter for Artorias, which got me very what would I call it? It got me very anxious for a while. Felt like I couldn't get anything done until we got a sitter. But then also, because he knew that it was time for us to leave, he's been kind of doing worse. When you're outside, you feel like a fraud. People look at you and know. Oh, I've had that too. And Mrs. Bob has had that too. Why? How dare you be outside? That's nonsense, of course. It's nonsense, of course. You'll find something again soon. I know it. And I'm not a religious person, but I'm sending the energy out for it to be something better. You're very talented and very nice, and I wish only the best for you. Yeah, Artorias has been having trouble again. It's not like last year. It was that he was 100% paralyzed on his left side, like 6 weeks before our trip. We managed to get him back to a pretty independent state, but now he's it was going downhill. Let's just say it wasn't like an immediate back to zero, but it was going downhill. So I went to the vet immediately. We got him back on steroids. He seems to be doing a little bit better. He's not degrading anymore, but we'll see how it is whenever like the medicine has to be stopped, because it's not something he can be on permanently. But you know, we're hopeful. We got little diapers for him. He doesn't need them right now, but he may, and the sitter might have to deal with him deteriorating more. We don't know. We got little diapers for him. We tested it. He's okay with it. Doesn't like walking with it, but he's okay with it. But that's all a little sad, you know. And then this week, Mrs. Bob is dealing with some family issues as well. So things have been very chaotic. I wanted to stream last Thursday and I couldn't. And I wanted to stream today and I could. So here we are. It's good to be back. YouTube is doing okay. YouTube is doing okay. The Desperate Housewives main video is like inching towards 70k views, which is kind of... That also brings its feelings. The story video passed 10k, which is also a lot more than I thought it would get, to be honest. Like, I made it because there was demand, but also I felt like it needed to be done for the sake of preservation. Because there were still plenty of people in the comments of the first video who said that they couldn't get it to run, whatever. So I thought, you know what? Having at least one summary of the story, if you call it a summary, because it's 90 minutes long, seemed important in this kind of game preservation-y way, and I'm happy it's been received well. And I'm hoping, I'm working my ass off to get one quick short video out before the 10th of June. It'll be something a little different. Some people might like it, some people might not. I don't know. Who knows with these things? I'm just kind of putting my soul out there and seeing what happens. But I'm hey, Roxy. Storyline was wild, right? Yeah. That's why I want a Cups and Lantern. Thank you. Number of Patreons has increased, yes, and let me tell you, this is the first time that I'm getting paid money by Google 2 months in a row, and that's kind of nice too, because I bought one thing this month. I like for the game collection. I bought one thing. I don't even know if it'll arrive on time, but I've been very strict and disciplined to make sure that I can afford to take the vacation. I'm not going to run out of money in the middle of it, you know. So, but we'll see. We'll see if at the after the vacation, if it turns out that I have a little extra in the bank account, I'm gonna go thrifting and I'm gonna go wild. Let's see, where were we today? All right, hoping that my videos get enough views that like Disney or someone says like, hey, there is demand for the Desperate Housewives game. We're gonna do a remaster of the original, and we're gonna do a sequel. 3 sequels that are all big budget. I don't know if I have that kind of influence, but it would be nice. We are here. This is Windows XP. Also known as the Fun Windows. This is my real hardware Windows XP machine that's sitting right next to my normal PC. It's a little... It's not like period accurate. It's a Core 2 Duo. It's like one of the last CPUs that could natively run Windows XP still. But it runs Windows XP and it's the best I can do for stuff that I have trouble running on Windows 10 or trouble windowing in Windows 10. And these Davilex games are like that because these early ones have separate executables for their menus and the gameplay. So I can't like window them properly and capture them properly to be able to play them on the computer. Why is Winamp not showing up? Thank you. So then the option is virtual machine, which some of them won't work in properly, or run them on Windows XP, run them on real hardware, which is what I'm doing now. I might, in this series of the next 3 or 4 streams, jump between this machine and the virtual machine in order to I couldn't get Autobahn Racer. Is that how you pronounce it? Because the funny thing is, in Dutch you say racer, but in German apparently you don't. I couldn't get the second one to run, and I couldn't get A2 Racer 3 to run, which are essentially the same game but like in different environments. It crashes. Razer. It's funny because I'm gonna spend 2 weeks with a German in just a couple of days. Well, my German is like, I have very little. Some of my best friends and my favorite people in chat are German, but I don't really have that much exposure to the German language. Yes, and I have some other games lined up. I had a list somewhere. I'm gonna check my little Game Boy notebook. I think I had it written down here. Yes, I have a couple of what's a toller? That's the one word I don't get. All the other ones I get. I have some. Great, thank you. Aren't we all? Aren't you, Grace? So I have a couple of the racers. Then there's Grachtenracer, which I do have here. I don't know if I need the... I have the ISO on here, it's fine. Grachtenracer is Canal Racer. But they also have a Speedboat Racer, which I feel is another skin. Then there's the 2 Knight Rider games. And then there's Bikini Beach Stunt Racer. Oh, sorry. The version I have is called Beach King Stunt Racer, but it's also called Bikini Beach Stunt Racer. And Miami Vice. Miami Vice. I might play the PS2 version for this because that might be easier to get running. And then I think there's a last game that they published called Red Baron. There is also, I need to get footage of. There is a German version of Amsterdam called Invasion Deutschland, or I think it's also called Crazy Berlin or something. Now, lucky me, apparently I'm gonna get access to German Vinted starting from June 1st. So I might be able to find myself a copy of that, but also I could just get an ISO, of course. So that's kind of the plan. I'm gonna go loose with it. I'm not gonna go too strict. You know, if I need footage from other stuff, I'm sure I can grab it from YouTube. I just want to have coverage and a little bit of a journey through some of the more notable parts of the portfolio of Davilex Games, the little Dutch budget game development / publishing company that could, until it could not. So, A2 Racer is their first... It's not their first game, but it was their first kind of hit. Yes, music. Yes. I actually have to run this with the CD. I couldn't get a crack that worked. And I also... Actually, I need to get an app to slow down the CPU. I forgot I had to run that. I like how the cop cars can apparently move laterally. So, like...
Welkom bij de A2 Racing Club.
That said, welcome to the A2 Racing Club. The A2 is like a big highway. Oh, that's interesting. They call themselves Entertainment. So one thing that set this company apart was, hey, we're gonna make games set in the Netherlands. So even though, hi Ilya, am I Lizzie Holmes?
Welkom bij de A2 Racing Club.
That's a good question. Am I Lizzie Holmes? I believe Lizzie is her own person. She's out there living her best life with her son, potentially being a Black Widow killer. But I hope she's happy wherever she is. How do we do
Vul
this?
je naam in en word lid van de A2 Racing Club.
Hey, Juge. My name. Bob. Alright, so we have options. I had to put it on not 3D accelerator, the high resolution. I'm happy you loved my Desperate Housewives video. I loved it too. It was a lot of fun to make. Let's try 3D accelerator. So this is a very bare bones racing game. We have 4 controls, left, right, up and down. I don't think we even have a car selection, but we do have a dashboard. See, hold on. 1 second. Oh, this is too fast. I don't know what the other endings are because I didn't play through the other endings, and it felt like it wouldn't be authentic to Lizzie's story to still record those. But I'm assuming it's basically you kill everyone except whoever you choose, and then you leave with them. I don't think it goes further than you leave the house with them next to you. You know, you chose. It just says you chose Eric, or you chose Vinny, or you chose your husband, and that's it. I don't think there's any more lore to it, or it doesn't show like a cutscene where it shows what Lizzie's life is like afterwards. That's my assumption. I'm still gonna, I think, go to the 640 by 48. I think that's a little slower than the 3D accelerated. Oh. See, this actually has some loading time. Some creep fake telecom guy just rang your doorbell, ruined your racing game multiplier. You want me to send someone to take care of that? Oh god.
Extra benzine.
Oh, that's gas.
Boete voor te snel rijden. U dient onmiddellijk te betalen.
Ridge Racer for poor people. That's exactly what it is, Jujo. Oh, sorry, Ilya. Watch out for the cars. Yeah, so this is set on a highway that is probably still is, I don't know, I don't drive. Notorious for being very busy.
Extra geld. Op de A2 is
Oh,
een spookrijder gesignaleerd. Blijf extra benzine en probeer de spookrijder.
So,
extra geld.
I don't even know what to say. I'm trying to concentrate. The music ran out. All right, we're going to Utrecht. That's where I went to art school.
Extra benzine.
I'm in first place.
Extra
Oh, is there a turbo? No. I don't know what else I'm picking up. Money? What's the money for? Can I get upgrades? Is this native speed? So I have an app on the computer to slow down the processor by as much as possible.
Extra benzine.
And I'm running it at the highest resolution possible, and this is as slow as I can get it to.
Geld.
And these are the issues.
Extra geld.
When you just know that this voice is just one of the developers.
Je benzine is op. Begin opnieuw.
I ran out of gas. So when I ran it in 3D accelerated mode, Grace, it was running 40% too fast. Wait, I'll show you. We'll get a recording of everything. This is normal speed, but I have the detail on high. Yeah? Doesn't sound like an amateur voice? Everything about this game was amateur. From what I know from the documentary, it was made in like 3 months.
Extra geld.
Oh, this is actually not too bad. Or maybe I'm just used to it?
Extra tijd.
It does have car chases.
Boete voor te snel rijden. U dient onmiddellijk te betalen. Extra benzine. Extra tijd.
Why is there so much... Look! It's a budget game, and it looks like shit. But there's a lot of cars on the road, aren't there? They sound like they've worked on SpongeBob. Who knows? Maybe this is the start of their career.
Extra benzine.
So this developer didn't make good games. They made budget games, right? But they were one of the few kind of big Dutch game developers in the 90s and early 2000s, and they are kind of they were kind of an incubator for a lot of people who went on to do bigger things. They collaborated too with what would eventually become Guerrilla Games. So you know, they have a place in history. You replayed Normality recently. Normality is a beautiful game. Yeah. Like aesthetics-wise, well, there's a lot of ugliness to it, but like it has the perfect level of chunkiness for a 3D adventure game, I think. Oh, a bridge! That's probably a real bridge. Hey, 6th place! But I made it! Yeah, Grace, once we get to the sequel, which I have played on stream before, you'll see they made the sky scroll, but in the wrong direction. Oh, look. Look at the last names. Komara, Porsche, Viber, Jaguar, Lutos. Isn't that clever? I got the most money, though. Okay, now we're going from Vianen to Eindhoven.
Exclamation. Fluff Weasel has resubscribed to the
Fluff Weasel, everybody.
Has been a subscriber for 27 months.
27 months.
Hi.
I missed that. I missed that sound. Hi, Fluff. I hope you're doing well. Just saw a poster for it. There's advertising on this one.
Extra tijd.
Is music? Did I watch Desperate Housewives the show? I not only look. So the game.
Voor de snelrij.
Den Bosch.
U dient onmiddellijk te betalen.
The game takes place in
Extra
ish during season 2, right? So before I streamed the game for the first time, I watched up until then, but I also continued watching because I loved it. And I'm currently in the middle of another rewatch. I just finished season 4. I'm still enjoying it so much. Windmills! You know you're in the Netherlands when there's windmills.
Extra tijd.
Okay, I need some more gas.
Extra tijd.
Ah, I missed one.
Extra geld.
Look, it's not great, but
Extra benzine.
I have to admit, it's doing something. You know, you have to collect money and fuel, and there's police, and there's a lot of traffic. I feel like the worst thing about it is the camera angle, and I don't think there's an alternate camera angle. Hey, Steve! Always good to pick up extra geld when you're driving on the highway, hell yeah. That's how you pay for the extra benzina. Ow. And maybe the insurance from crashing into buses.
Je benzine is op.
No.
Begin opnieuw.
No! Mijn benzine! I thought this was gonna be like just a 15-minute thing, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I'm gonna try 3D accelerator mode. Alright. It's gonna look a little different. It might go faster. Oh god! Yeah! This is what happens with 3D acceleration. Oh, Grace.
Extra benzine.
Oh god. This is with the CPU being throttled to like 20%. But yeah, look. This game from 1995 was not designed for a Core 2 Duo.
Ik geef u een boete voor te snel rijden.
Okay? 97. Either way,
Extra benzine.
it might as well be 95. Yeah, okay. Let's let's go back. Let's go back. We'll just do the unaccelerated high-res mode. With dashboard. No, dashboard off? Because maybe that'll have to show more. Right? It's like the Doom thing where the UI hides 3D graphics so they can render less. This is also a better dashboard, or a better UI, actually. You're amazed to find out about 97. It's more like semi-impressive for 93. Like I said, it was their first 3D game. It was a budget
Extra
game.
benzine.
The second one is a little better.
Extra geld.
They were never great lookers.
Extra geld.
It sold like 300,000 copies. It sold as much as the Desperate Housewives game.
Extra tijd. Ik geef u een boete voor te snel rijden. Extra benzine. Niet onmiddellijk te betalen. Extra
Oh!
geld.
Station wagon! Fucking yellow Volvo.
Extra benzine. Extra benzine.
Oh god, that's the main problem is when you hit the side barrier, you stop completely. Which, incidentally, is also what happens
Extra
in
geld.
Racing Lagoon. So that's one thing that this game and Racing Lagoon have in common.
Extra benzine.
Does this really have only this camera? Yeah, I think so. Oh no, it doesn't! Yo! Well, this is not a much better camera. Well, it's a little better. The big number over my car is not helping me, really.
Extra geld.
Oh, that's what the money is for the
Extra
fines.
benzine.
Thanks, Steve.
Extra tijd.
I suppose if you get fined and run out of money entirely, you might. We got a big follows. I didn't see it, Fluff Weasel. So that means that the
Extra
auto mod caught it.
benzine.
If I'm not seeing it in the streamer bot chat. I distinguish this.
Extra geld. Extra geld.
Okay, okay. Oh! I was in
Extra
fourth place.
benzine. Extra benzine.
It's not a great perspective. I don't have anything else. This is the best I can do. It's the driver San Francisco car. I just want to finish one more race before we
Extra
move on to the second
benzine.
one. Just touch outrun, yeah. Basically, yeah.
Extra geld.
That's one way of putting it. I'm gonna have to write that one down. Can we get to a finish line, please?
Extra benzine.
Okay, I'm gonna write down Dutch outrun in my notes. Davilex. Dutch outrun. You're gonna see, though, I'm gonna move to the second game in a minute. It's a pretty huge leap. Hell.
Kies start om deze...
Oh, no. We don't need fully voiced. Eindhoven to Maastricht. So that is... Maastricht is like the southernmost city. So that means the end. Trying to do outrun in Netherlands, but running out of country in 10 minutes or ending up in the sea. I mean, it's a splash wave, Fluff. So, there, outrun referenced. Even wachten. Maastricht is in the little dangly bit. Yeah, the little testicle.
Extra geld.
It's one of those places of the country where everyone sounds weird, as opposed to the rest of the Netherlands, where everyone sounds normal.
Extra
This music!
tijd.
How does this game have a song for every track? That I'm surprised by that. Probably original compositions that were made in,
Tijd.
10 minutes. This is what I need to remind you of too.
Boete voor te snel rijden.
This is a company that made business software. They started out with making like trading software and then moved on to like
Tijd.
digital recipe books and shit. And then they acquired a company which made some educational games and then
Extra benzine.
moved on to something a little bigger. Are these 3D models or sprites? This is full 3D, baby. Software accelerated.
Geld.
Wait, you'll see it better like this. You know what's funny about that, Disty? Is I always was confused about that with Cruisin' USA.
Extra benzine.
Because there was a crunchiness to the car models that made them feel like 2D sprites to me.
Extra benzine. Extra tijd. Extra tijd. Extra benzine.
Superscaler died for this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The colors are bright.
Extra geld.
There's other stuff. The draw
Extra
distance could use a little work. This is at highest settings, of course, without the 3D acceleration. It just makes everything a little smoother. Which, as we all know, is worse. We like it more crunchy. Why did you break technique like that, bro? We're racing.
Extra benzine.
How much road it shows behind my car? Yeah. I'm like, the car's in the top half. Are there other Netherlands set racing games? Yeah.
Extra
Yeah.
tijd.
It's called this entire series. A2 Racer 2, A2 Racer 3. There's a fourth one?
Extra tijd.
At least 4. And then there's a couple that are like, I think they take the levels that they made for the German, French, and British versions and mix them all together. And say it's like, oh, it's a Europe tour.
Extra benzine.
Very clever use of reuse of assets. Have you been on this road in real life? Probably. It's a pretty big highway. I don't get in cars much. I've been to Maastricht once, but that was with the train. But this is the road that runs from Amsterdam all the way to the southeast corner.
Je benzine is op.
No!
Begin opnieuw.
No, I want to finish so we can move on to the next one. Next game's a little better. And the next game has, I've played it before on stream, the next game has very personal significance to me. Which I'll talk about then, not now. Now we're talking about this game. With this amazing 3D model of... I guess it means I'm driving a BMW? Is there a Dutch Buck Bumble?
tijd.
There very well might be.
Extra benzine. Extra
I
geld.
was so I was watching the documentary on these developers, right? And
Ik ga je voor je boete
they were
voor te
talking
snelheid.
about
U dient
one of the
onmiddellijk
people who
te
worked on these games was talking about how they were branching out. They made the German version of these games that was very successful. They had a British version, and they were working on a.
Transaction.
Thank you, Disney.
Distinguish this as enabled TV mode.
They were working on a French version, Paris-Marseille Racing or something.
Extra tijd.
And they had a partnership, or they were building a partnership with Infogrames. Infogrames, what is currently Atari, right? French developer.
Extra benzine.
Fluff. You need to remember the reason why I'm playing these games. Alright, is this Fluff. Infograms. I need to start over. Because there's no pause, or I didn't hit the pause button. Anyway. And Infogrames is like a real publisher. Like a real genuine publisher. Not like whatever these people were.
Extra benzine.
So they have like internal quality metrics for games that they publish. And what they showed them hit like very low scores. They were like, we're not gonna publish this shit. But they were trying to convince them, look, it's a budget game. It's supposed to look like shit because
Extra benzine.
it's gonna cost less money and therefore you're gonna get more sales and whatever. So they were somehow able to convince them to publish it still. I think that's hilarious.
Extra benzine.
I just need to hit the finish line.
U dient onmiddellijk te betalen.
It's funny because I never properly played this game as a kid, but I had a memory of a highway racer where you would get little screen pop-ups of tickets. And I never knew it was this game until recently when I was doing research.
Extra benzine.
Infogrames games that weren't always great, but they always had great production values, yeah. And the thing is too, arguably, Davilex created the concept of the budget game in Europe. I haven't done my full research on that, but they were pretty early on very clearly marketing their games as low budget, as a cheap, you can't afford Need for Speed, but you can play a funky game in which you play you race in the country that you live in, which is something Need for Speed can't offer. So it's like budget, but it has a unique twist to it still. That got them somewhere, at least. There is a movie based on one of these games. There's a German movie called Autobahnracer. And then there's a game of that movie. So they've had some cultural influence. Bizarrely. These levels are quite long.
Extra benzine.
Infogram. Yeah, look, it's so stupid because I get it. It's infograms. It's like programs, right? It's informational programs. But my brain wants to say grames because they publish games. It's just a little twisted wire in my brain. Anyway, the company wearing the king skin of
Je
Atari.
benzine is op. Begin opnieuw.
Okay, we don't have to see the ending. We're way deeper. I thought this would be 15 minutes, so we're way deeper into this game than I thought we would be. Spectrum had so many budget games because there's so many amateur game devs. That's true too. And there wasn't like for the 8-bit PCs, there wasn't like licensing costs and stuff. You didn't have to pay Nintendo to make a cartridge when you could just release on a cheap tape. Anyway, for the sequel, I need to unplug my USB CD drive. And I need to activate Daemon Tools and create a drive. And then I need to mount the image. So look, these are the games I have right now. I have A2, 1, 2, and 3, Autobahn 1 and 2.
Cessation. Disabling TV
Now
mode.
you can actually see it. Holiday Racer, also known as Vakantie Racer. I have Invasion Deutschland. I have London Destruction Madness and US Racer. But we're going with A2. So this one is meaningful to me because I had this on Aruba. On like my dad's work laptop or something. We had it
Al meer
somehow.
dan 20 jaar organiseert een verboden organisatie geheime races over de Nederlandse
It was my
snelweg.
only way to
Deze groep noemt zich de A2
kind of
Racers.
see the streets of the
Bij de
Netherlands
snelweg
again.
Waarmee het allemaal begon.
Which I was
Vanaf dag 1
weirdly
is deze
nostalgic
organisatie
for. You know?
nauwlettend in de gaten gehouden door de politie. Jaar in jaar uit probeert de sterke arm de A2-racers te ontmaskeren. Maar tot nu toe zonder noemenswaardig resultaat.
But the narrator is just talking about that there's like a racing club, an underground racing club.
Winnaar is degene die als eerste weer de streep passeert op het Damplein. Dit jaar kan ook jij deelnemen.
It's lore.
Voel je de hete adem van de politie al in je nek?
It's deep lore. And a high frame rate intro. But I think you'll agree it's quite an upgrade from the first game. This is painful to watch, this frame rate. Jesus. Oof. You can't drive in Amsterdam in Need for Speed. All right. Bop, 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 bop. All right, so cars we can buy. Right. Okay. So one, we have much more of a user interface. We have a Brabant. We have an Opel Astro. A Volkswagen. A BWM Z3.5. Brabant, by the way, is like a geographical area in like southern Netherlands and northern Belgium. And there's a province in the Netherlands called North Brabant. We have a Porsche 913. A Mercedes SLK GTR. And a Lamborghini. Is that it? Yeah. We're gonna go with the Trabant and fully upgrade that motherfucker. Oh no, we can just do this, and then we can go to garage. And buy upgrade. So that's another upgrade from the last game. We have upgrades. We can afford everything. We have damage. All right. I need to maybe change the controls. Hold on. Links, rechts, omhoog, omlaag, turbo, alt. Okay, no, we're good. All right. And now, instead of just only highway races, we also have city races. And it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's still kind of cool. These are literally just pictures of Amsterdam that they slapped onto building models, right? No music. I do have turbo. There's police. There's traffic. There's a lot of traffic. It's all very annoying. The physics aren't great. They found their formula in the second game. Yeah, no. This is the first game was like actually literally made in like 3 to 7 months. And then they figured out how 3D graphics work. I need to get some outro music. This is the Rijksmuseum. Yeah. This is not a Brabant engine sound, no. It's not a simulation. Well, the jet is the turbo. It's when I hit the turbo. And there's also no drifting whatsoever. But check it out. You can go through gas stations for repair. Sick. And you can hit speed poles for bonus. Some guy doing the sound with his mouth. Yeah, the same guy from the first game. Oh, there's traffic! Oh no! These are not active cops, are they? Oh, there's a little boat on the canal. Can a Trabant go 200 kilometers an hour? I feel like it would fall apart if it did that, right? Would explode, yeah. It would just fall to pieces. The sound effect is delayed for some reason. It might be the capture card, might be the game, I don't know. This is damn square. My school building was right behind it. The game feels slower. Yeah, I don't know if there's camera angles in this one. Here's the central station. These are accurate. Look, it's kind of cool. This is what, 98? This is like... The layout isn't accurate, but these are accurate buildings. It was really... It's still kind of a cool concept. Like, I want to make hey, Diacina, you also had the sound delayed. Yeah, okay, so it might just be the game. Windows XP might be a little too new for it. I wonder what would happen if I turned the 3D acceleration off. Like, I want to make a game about Aruba, right? There's like a weird authenticity about making a game set in a place that isn't common. You think Trabants could go to 80 or 90 kilometers max? Not mine. I'm going 170 in the middle of Amsterdam. There's one thing about this game that is extremely unrealistic. There's no bikers littering the streets. I do know my target audience, yeah. He said in the Netherlands was 50% of the reason to get it. Yeah. It's like... It's super neat. Racing game nerds on Aruba. Well, it won't sell 500,000 copies then, Grace. Because there's maybe 2,000 racing game nerds on Aruba. I'm in second place. I'm doing okay. Oh! No!
Ik laat echt geen tweede keer passeren.
Oh! I need music. Hold on. I need music. Let's open up the Winamp. Do I still have a racing playlist? I can't play Ridge Racer because someone on there's like Ridge Racer games itself, Ridge Racer music itself doesn't get claimed on YouTube.
Insert
Thank you.
or select
We're good. We're good.
use to complete.
Thank you for shopping at...
It's not the Ridge Racer music itself that gets claimed on YouTube. It's There we go. It's people who've done remixes that copyright claim Ridge Racer music. Aruba has a population of 110,000. That's true. In 2 weeks, it'll be 110,002. I mean, look, the whole idea with the Aruba game is similar to my summer car. That has the whole Finland thing. It's people's introduction to that culture or subcultures. I think that'll be very interesting. And Aruba is pretty high profile for an island that size. I think the tourism authority does a lot of good work. Do I need a cat sitter, house sitter? I got one. We managed to get one. It was a bit of work, and it's going to cost a lot of money, but we're happy with her. She's experienced with elderly animals and has met Artorias already. Oh, no more turbo. Artorias is unfortunately doing a little worse. He's been deteriorating a little bit. He's on medicine again. But he also constantly proves that he's a little fighter. It's very inspirational to see him kind of work around his disability, you know? Ah! Oh, I'm second. No! That's the vacuuming. That means last warning. We're near the end anyway, so we should be okay. The physics aren't great, but they're also very unique. Like, it's weird that you can't go on the curbs at all. There's a... what do you call it? A weight. With the grippiness of the car. It doesn't... There is like a nice loose suspension. It feels like it's something you can master. Inertia, yeah. It's like tight on the grip, loose on the suspension. It's not terrible. So I'm gonna do a couple of levels of this, and then we're gonna go to Germany, and you'll see how different the German version of this game really is. Not very. Yeah, we're getting cash, baby. It's been a long race. These are long levels. Like, it's so funny. It's a budget game. But it feels more like it's a budget game because the developers knew their limitations rather than they cheaped out. Finished. The way Dutch integrates English words sometimes is extremely awkward. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's get the fucking Need for Speed 3 music in. Okay, I do want to turn off the 3D acceleration just to see what it looks like. And I'm probably gonna buy a new one. 72,000 Dutch guilders. Can we afford a Porsche? No. We'll buy a BWM Z3.5. And money for some upgrades. So this is what it looks like unaccelerated. Still okay. Except for the particle effects, those are awful. But these are actual buildings on the highway between Amsterdam and The Hague. I've seen these from the train, you know? It's like New York has been in games 17,000 million times. Los Angeles has been in games 17,000 million times. Dutch highways have not. Oh, this is a checkpoint too. See, this is one. Oh, look, it's a KLM plane. Been beautiful polygons. See, the problem is, a lot of people are going to The Hague in a few weeks for the NATO summit, and unfortunately, our flight back is right in the middle, and Leiden is right in between Amsterdam or Schiphol Airport and The Hague. So we're hoping we won't have too much trouble making it home. I loved bilinear filtering in the old days, but now I think it was wrong to use it all the time. It's weird. I was a Nintendo kid, but I really love the PlayStation 1 look. I love crunchy textures, especially when you have texture artists who like understand pixel art and stuff. Ugh. You thought the pixel was disgusting, but you were dead wrong. Yeah. We grow up, we become wiser. It could also be that the aesthetic just looks better on higher resolution displays. Right? Like I finally played through. I finally completed Red Dead Redemption. Tijd is om. Race over means race over, and that's a beautiful game, but. There's like this weird thing that happens in Red Dead Redemption 2 that when something breaks the illusion, like a glitch, or you notice one thing that isn't super detailed in high res or whatever, you kind of like, it feels like you're being sucked out of the Matrix. It's a really weird feeling. Okay, I think we can do better with a better frame rate now. Need for Speed Hard Pursuit music is appropriate, right? Because this game also has police chases. They were apparently, according to the documentary, directly competing with Need for Speed 2. Saw a trailer for the most Japanese PS1 game I have ever seen. The plot is a bikini-clad woman gets bitten by an alien, becomes huge. Yes! It's on the list. Forget what it's called, but it's like a budget game. But it's on my to-stream list. But it's a PS2 game, not a PS1 game. We were talking about PS1 games. Sorry. PS2 games don't have crunchy graphics. The PS1 is not as good at rendering giant bikini-clad women. You know, hardware limitations and stuff. Not enough RAM. Damn! Trucks! Counterpoint Choaniki. Man, I remember seeing screenshots for those games in magazines and being freaked the fuck out by some of the stuff in there. But I think it was like one of my early exposures to that unique brand of Japanese perversion. You know? And also I was young and impressionable. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. I keep crashing into trucks. It's not the way to win a race. How is this little shitty ass cop car keeping up with me? Are you kidding me? At least I hit the checkpoint. Hoping to find a gas station soon. I don't know. I just feel like if you paid half the price of what you would pay for Need for Speed for this game, I don't think you'd feel ripped off, quite honestly. It's like the Dutch guy shouting at you. Yeah, there's no pickups in this one. He retired to do SpongeBob voiceovers. A racing song or Need for Speed. The cop AI is kind of devious. All right, let's see if we can outrun them with turbo now. Oh no, we're running out of time. I'm actually getting like a challenge and entertainment. Gonna try one more time. I want to see The Hague for some reason. I think there's a cool train in that level, and I like trains. Probably even Davilex had one guy in the team who didn't need to go ass hard. Almost assuredly. So I've been trying to figure out ways to entertain myself on the 10-hour flight. I've run out of Nintendo Switch Online, because it was exactly a year ago that I got it in the first place. I got Untitled Goose Game for cheap. That'll be at least a couple hours. But I also installed Scum VM on my Chromebook, and Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, and Doom. I think I'll be okay. I barely used it. I didn't use it for the online, but I used it a lot for the old games. Not some. I played half of Banjo-Kazooie and a whole lot of Mario's Picross. Oh god. This is like GTA 3 with the cops swarming you like this. Also, the cop noise is really annoying. Very annoying sound, interrupting my flow. We're gonna bounce him. Also, I guess I played a bunch of Burnout Paradise online. So I technically still use it for that, I suppose. Oh god, come on, checkpoint! I don't know if we're gonna make it. 10 seconds. Oh, you asshole! Yeah, okay. We're out. We're leaving the Netherlands. We're going to Germany. Grace, you can tell us if it's accurate. I don't know who thought that the games needed like an exit cinematic like this. Let's see, Autobahn. Let's hope. Let's see if this works. I tested it. I think it'll work. Does it have an intro cinematic too? Yeah.
Schon seit mehr als 20 Jahren organisiert ein Geheimbund illegale Rennen durch Deutschland. Dieser Geheimbund mit dem Namen Autobahnraser wird seit dem ersten Rennen von der Polizei auf Schritt und Tritt überwacht. Jedes Jahr versucht sie, die Raser aufzuhalten, ohne jeglichen Erfolg.
3, 2, 1, los!
Oh, look! It's a much better frame rate version of the intro cinematic. With the cars, the police cars painted green. That's the only difference. It's otherwise exactly the same animation. Yeah. And there's the little robot voice. Okay, there's some actual, like, a little bit of German geometry. But it's otherwise exactly the same. Except it's in German. And it's the same cars with the same names. Yeah. Let's get the Opel. Options. 3D. Yeah. Everything else is the same. Yeah, the menu is exactly the same. The music is the same. But the levels are different. The interface here is a little different. So it's not... I don't think they are like... Oh, the car feels a lot heavier too, but that could be the Opel. I don't think they're like basic asset swaps. I think they really did build on top of a little bit incrementally every time. Oh, I have no nostalgia for any of these streets, though. It has music now. That's an upgrade. Tell me if you recognize anything, Grace. I've never been to Berlin. I think I've only been to Germany as a kid, and that was like to a theme park. At least that's the only memory I have. Oh! There's the coppers. The physics are a little easier, but the road is also wider. I feel like Berlin might be more fun to drive in than... Whoa, that was quick! And there's no voice. And I have a fuel gauge. So there is a gameplay difference there. How do I pick up fuel? Am I just gonna run out of fuel here? Oh! No, I need to stop. I need to actually stop to fuel up, and I can't reverse? Yes, I can. But I don't know if I'll make it. Center point of many parades. So there's gameplay differences. Okay. Can I refuel, please? What happened? The game crashed. Okay. I'm very confused. I'll say one thing. Quite long levels. Like, for a budget game, they could have made much shorter levels and gotten away with it, I think. So again, because the menu and the gameplay itself are separate executable files, the game crashing doesn't mean the game crashes. Fujo's cooking AFKs. Alberta fried. Oh, not chicken. Chicken starts with a C. I don't got any idea for a food. AFK food. No, sorry. Korean chicken, there you go, thank you. Are there camera angles at all? No. Let's see, for the longest time, I was under the impression that it was exactly the same game with just different levels. And it's kind of interesting to see that it's not. And it's a shame that the third game in the A2 series, which is the second game in the Autobahn series, don't run. They both crash. The menus run, but the gameplay doesn't run. And I don't really have time to fix that nor interest. Disney, they should make a new Outrun. Geblitzt! So there's money again. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I didn't have any money for fuel. Didn't I tell you, Disney, that there is an Autobahn Racer, the movie, the game? See, here's the thing, right? I want to make a video about Amsterdam that is half also half also documentary on this developer. Okay. It just crashes when it refuels. Yeah, too bad Noya isn't here right now. I want to do a video that's half Amsterdam video, half profile on the developer, but if I had the time and the money, if I could do this full time, you know I'd play through every single game and do like a 5-hour complete breakdown of every single one of these games. Well, look, we can't... Wait, we can maybe pick levels, actually. If I recall, in the start menu, if we go to the start menu, and we go to Davilex. 2, 3, Autobahn Racer. No, that's 2. That one won't run. Games? A2 Racer 2 Quick Race, Autobahn. No, that's the readme. Ah. For the Dutch one, there's a quick race, so I can do this. I can pick levels. Amazing. Well, let's do The Hague then, because that's what I wanted to see. And let's go in a... Look! Oh, they forgot to rename the cars here. Oh, it's a Porsche. Oh, it's a Lamborghini. Whoops. I just want to see the train. Alright. Wait. There we go. Here's the central station, which looks completely different now, of course, because it's 30 years later. Check it out, it's a train! Choo-choo! I've been to The Hague plenty of times. Does this feel like The Hague? There's another train. Yeah, it's not a bad recreation, actually. The Hague feels like there's pedestrian-friendly parts and there's car-friendly parts. That was fast. And that was not a car-friendly part. They don't feel like they're very well integrated. Okay, fine. What else can we play that I have installed now? We can try Grachten Racer, actually. Did I want that now already? Or did I just want the cars for this one? Did I have Grachten... I had Grachten Racer planned for the next stream. Let's try Vakantie... Let's try US Racer. I don't know if I've ever streamed that. We're going in a bit of a jump. Because that's like PS2-ish graphics. But like... US Racer, or A2 Racer Goes USA, as it's also apparently called, that feels to me like they started misunderstanding what made them them, because the whole point was they were making games set in places that weren't getting any representation by the mainstream game companies, right? There were plenty of races set in the US. Why would you then also make a game set in the US for the US audience when they could just play literally any racing game set in the States? Feels like they missed the mark with that a little bit. We'll see if it runs. This is not looking very promising. Okay, here we go. Since the mid-50s, a clandestine group has organized illegal races across the USA. What started out as a small group of people having some fun has grown into an annual race for cash and glory, attracting more and more racers, and not to forget police attention. Each year, racers from all over the USA gather to take part in this race, but only 6 of them get a chance to prove their worth, and we couldn't afford a voiceover for this game. Somewhere in the Arizona desert. Looks just like Red Dead. Exactly the same. Oh, this is taking its time. If Red Dead was on the Sega Saturn. No need to insult the Sega Saturn. You of all people.
Hey, Bugsy, you get in
Oh,
the
yeah,
way
this-
of the Suave.
This one has characters.
You punk.
This one has characters.
Hey there, cowboy. Get your cattle car off the road.
Whoa, hold your horses there, fella.
216. Any sign of those U.S. racers yet?
Those U.S. racers. That's what they called them in there. That's what they called them, U.S. racers.
Look, Tyrone, darling. There's a sleeping beauty standing in our way.
I know what will wake you, brother.
Yeah. Wow. A beautiful logo. No music. No nothing. See, this is where their reach is exceeding their grasp. Options. Graphics. Yeah. Quality? Outrageous! Single play tournaments. 2-player. Okay, I have tried this before. Let's try a new player. Let's call him Bob. This is also meant for consoles. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with easy. Because I don't know. Okay, so we have Pops from Farron, Utah, who's a farmer. And he's driving like a classic pickup. We got Jack the Duke Sadler. He's an oil baron. And would you believe it, he's from Texas. We got Tony the Bolt Carleon. He's a cab driver and a journalist. Alright. And he's from... Can you guess? New York, New York. The city's so nice. It's full of rats and fishies. Then Hall E, who's an actress and a waitress. And she's from California. And Ricky Suave Morales, who's a small businessman. And he's from Florida. And Tyrone Slam D. O'Neill, who's a truck driver from Chicago. I don't even know who to pick. I'm gonna go with Ricky Suave, I think. His class is pro, but he's driving like a Corvette or something. Oops, I picked Holly accidentally. Guy who wants to be called Suave, nobody calls him that or thinks he's Suave. There's a park trial, there's a city trial, and there's US race. 11 tracks, varying from Yosemite. Oh, look how varying is spelled. V-A-R-I-E-I-N-G. Fabulous bonus car and gigantic check. I need points. I can unlock tracks. Can I do this? No. I need to go through the park trial and the city trial. Okay. We'll see how many races we actually do. I can change the car color. Wow. Let's get this ugly, weird lime green.
Yo, Gee! Check it out, the Chief Picnic Thief is chilling at Yellowstone. This is MCG giving you the lowdown on this Parks Avenue. Cliffs, mountains, and lake views are all on the menu. And we're throwing in a canyon on the roof. You'll feel like a pinball wizard after Old Faithful gets through with you. So be wary of those holes, because even the guys just like to spew.
These, have I played Amsterdam yet? Hi, Zenus. You mean this Amsterdam? You mean this Amsterdam? This is the topic of my next big video. Coming, hopefully by August. I'm hoping to somewhere find a big box copy. But we'll see. these maps, these little mini maps, remind me of San Francisco Rush, the red track. Accelerate is. Oh, why is it showing me the controls now? Handbrake is left control. Nitro is shift. Enter is a respawn. In-game help. Okay. Yellowstone. 2 words. 2 words. Yellowstone. If it loads, we'll see. I don't know if I've ever gotten this to run. I have a USB stick with some more of the racers on here. Since we can't do Autobahn 2 or A2 3. There's the vacation one. There's radio.
Yellowstone's best country on Stone Radio, KNOC 92 FM. I've got a couple of reports of some black bears over that Firehole Falls, so watch out over there.
I mean, this is looking more like a real game.
KNOC 92 FM.
The frame rate isn't great. I might drop the graphics down. Looks like Roadsters. Roadsters looks pretty bad though, Grace. This is closer to like budget PS2. Let's just drop it down to high. A beautiful animation. The thing is, like, what's that other Dutch company that made like really shitty games? Team 6, like asset flip level shit. That's like really low budget. This is acceptable. Silicon Knights. Hey! Are you talking shit about Twin Snakes? Frame rate's exactly the same, I think.
I've got a couple of reports of some black bears over that Firehole Falls, so watch out over
What's
there.
camera?
Horn. Here's some more country sounds.
Those were bargain bin games even back then, yeah. I didn't even do anything! Enter to reset. Let's see. I might be thinking of a different game then. Oh, this frame rate is not... This frame is not doing that, but the soundtrack is intriguing me. The soundtrack is intriguing me on a rig and roll level. And we're gonna just hit normal. Automobile Lamborghini, maybe. Hey, this is why... Oh, no, not single race. I need to do the tournament. I need to get into it. There's so many of those N64 racing games. So, the next video, hopefully out within 2 weeks, is not a normal video on a game. It's a bit of a manifesto, something coming directly from my heart about why there's no such thing as a bad game. And the fact that this shitty little US racer thing is making me feel things is only confirming, I think, the thesis of that video. Why did they put so much effort into some of this shit? It's possible that Davilex didn't develop this themselves, because they did have development teams in different places. Oh, it's the frame rate that's bothering me the most. Physics are fine. There's a lot of pickups. The music is incredible. The music is incredible.
Stone Radio, you're on the air. Hello? Oh, you're on the air.
Just,
Am I on the air?
there's callers?
No, I ain't. I don't hear myself on the radio. No, when you won't be. You're to the wrong station.
Hey, nervous.
Here's some more country. Stone Radio. Hard enough.
This makes me just want to cruise. Ah, it's just the frame rate.
Today's weather forecast on Stone Radio 92 FM. Mostly sunny in central and south. Partly cloudy in the north. Evening thunderstorms.
I'm sorry, this kind of rocks.
70s to lower 80s in the mountains of far west. Now back to the music.
My car's on fire. In a GTA, that would be a problem, but here I can just pick up these green wrenches and everything's fine. How many laps? 2. Maybe the PS2 version has a better frame rate. Grace, you are a genius. You are a genius. Let's quit this shit. Because I want to actually explore this, because there's something tickling me here. Internet. Go to the US Racer website. There's something tickling me here. Let me just fire up my PS2 real quick. If you know what I mean. What else? I finally watched a little movie called The Lost Boys, starring Kiefer Sutherland and Corey Haim and Corey Feldman and the lady from that show. And that was a weird fucking movie. That's a movie... It reminds me of Clue, in the sense that it's a movie that you should see, but no more than once. Redub. Welcome back, Disty. US Racer. What if the PS2 version runs even shittier? Also, it doesn't say it on the box here. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, my camera's gone. I'm working on it. It's the Bixby button on this phone. Come on now, connect. You can do this, Droid Cam. You have the technology. Where are you? Hold on. What if I deactivate? And then activate. I think we're back. Yes. Like Clue, I kind of want to say it's a movie you need to see at least once, but not really twice, because it's so fucking weird. It's like half stupid kids comedy, like Home Alone style shit, and then half teen angst horror movie, and the two don't mix at all. And it's really bizarre. Oops, I need to go to downloads. You want to see Clue because I'm fascinated by different endings. The version I had just had all of them in sequence. But like Clue is a very manic movie. Whereas Lost Boys is just a very confusing movie. Like it just stuff just happens. You know, it's one of those movies where stuff just happens. And you just kind of have to sit there and be like, okay. There's like a vibe to it though. Like the intro is just 10 minutes of shots of like little theme park on a beach and shit. Hi Dapper Cat. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, my PlayStation 2, my real PlayStation 2, that is not sitting on a box behind the Xbox back there, is having a little trouble firing up. Actually, I blame accidentally dragging the file of, that's on my real PS2 onto my Chrome thingy. Come on, Chrome. You know you can't read bin Q files. GameCube better than PS2, yeah, but I don't know if my real PS2, my real GameCube isn't hooked up, as you can see. Love folks that love weird stuff? You've come to the right place. Let me show you what my PCSX2 thing is like. Airblade, American Chopper 1 and 2. Barbie Horse Adventures, Beverly Hills Cop, Dog's Life, Dune, Minority Report, Naval Ops, Winter Sports. That's what I wanted to say.
Exclamation. Dapper Cat has subscribed to the BOBSTREAM.
Thank you so much for subscribing. That's what I wanted to say. No, this is Hamlet. We're not talking about Hamlet yet. Where is it? Here. I believe Miami Vice is developed by the same company that did Beverly Hills Cop. So, keep an eye on the YouTube channel. You might see something tangentially about a little game called Minority Report everybody runs. My computer is Chrome. Chrome, please just crash or something then if you're gonna be freezing things up like this. Thank you. Shoot for the moon, land in a dumpster. That's what it's all about. What is this? This is nothing. Alright. PS2. Zip file. No, you're broken. Close all windows. Close window. I keep doing this. I like drag a file from one folder to another, but then I have Chrome open, and then the file wants to drop into Chrome, and then it fucks up my entire computer. Can I close Explorer without screwing up my computer right now? I think I can. No, not boot. Storage. PS2. Downloads. File transfer. Transferring the file. File transfer. Okay. Refresh. Yeah, so right now we are exploring the racing games of a little Dutch developer called Davilex Games. No, turn you off. Do I have you on Dolphin? RetroArch. Yeah, but you're like underneath. Can I move you? I think we're good now. I think it'll launch above. Oh, I need to plug in my controller. There we go. No, we're not gonna play US Racer in Nederlands. We can turn off the wonderful Barbie Horse Adventures music. Yes, in this era, Davilex upgraded the developing for the PS2. Hey, the intro is a little different. Well, I just want to get to the race. I want to listen to the radio. I want to listen to the music. I want to create an autosave. US Racer uses an autosave. I know. Alright. Colors are different. Weird. My name? And is it the same character as Pops? The Duke? They take their time loading, huh? Tony? Hey! They don't have their full names anymore. Just their nicknames. Slam D and Holly. We're gonna go with Suave. The small businessman. We're gonna go with Easy. It's okay. Nobody cares. Welcome to the park trial. You have 0 out of 30 points. I have a license with a little holographic badge. And my chat is broken. Uh-oh. I can't read chat. Hold on a sec. Streamer bot, please launch chat. Streamer bot. Streamer bot. I have a copy of Streamer bot already running. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's true. It's definitely not true. There's no process running. Completely broke the stream trying to get this PS2 game to run. There we go. Chat. Launch chat. I don't have any other way of having an integrated chat. Oh, come on. Come on. I can't talk to my loyal fans. And task. Do it the traditional way. I love how StreamerBot says, can't launch the chat. Go to Discord. I don't see how Discord could help me. To be perfectly honest. Okay. I need to find a way to get Twitch chat back. OBS? You have a chat dock, don't you? Yeah. Tech problems in the character selection screen doesn't bode well. Burnout Purgatory. I need to know their government names or this is a real downgrade. Hello! I hope this works. It's not ideal, but we'll figure it out. Now I broke streamer bot again. Is my bot running? No. GTA Vice City. His name is Tony Corleone. Okay, let's go.
Yo, yo, Gee! Check it out, the Chief Picnic Thief is chilling at Yellowstone.
Okay, we've heard this before. Yeah. Let's race. Yellow space stone. Frame rate's much better. So do we have triggers or just A button? A button.
Transaction. Fluff Weasel has enabled TV mode.
Thanks, Fluff. Where's the music? Where's my awesome music? Okay, there is awesome music, but it's just the sound balance is off. Frame rate's much better. Lighting is a little more interesting. It's potentially a little less laggy because it's not going through my capture card. Let's boost. I just missing the music because the sound effects are super high. Okay, let's just quit and lower the sound effects. Please. I play my racing games for the music and music alone. Thank you very much. Go race. Go race. Next time we'll be playing water sports. We're gonna go to the canals of Amsterdam and play a game developed by the company that would turn into Guerrilla Games.
Yellowstone, best country on Stone Radio, KNOC 92 FM. I've got a couple of reports from black bears over that Firehole Falls, so watch out over there. They're thinking cute, but they can rip your head off. Here's some more country sounds. KNOC 92 FM.
Steering is a little touchy. What in the riggin'? Exactly, Disty. That's what I'm here to inspect.
Stone Radio, you're on the air. Hello? Hello, you're on the air. Am I on the air? You are. No, I ain't. I don't hear myself on the radio. No, and you won't be anymore. You're tuned to the wrong station, you dummy. Here's some more country. Stone Radio, Hard Knock 92 FM.
Although the songs don't last very long. That's a little weird. I would have liked to hear more of that song. So I might do a little bit of writing on Amsterdam and Davilex while I'm on Aruba, but obviously I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time working there. There's different routes, which is good. It's effort. So again, this is the same company that also made 2 entire Night Rider games. There was a fun little anecdote in the documentary. I'm probably going to mention it in the video, but it's a long way off, so I'm just going to tell the story. When does the scanline filter time out? It doesn't, because the bot crashed. So hold on a sec.
Transaction. Graceless Gal has enabled robot mode.
I mean, if you could... Yeah, I need to figure out how to... Hold on one second. I'm figuring this out. Filters. There we go. So there was an anecdote. They talked about
Cessation. Disabling TV mode.
The developer said that they could kind of sense the 80s nostalgia thing happening.
they could see it coming. And they were interested in licensing some cheap property, so they went to Universal. And they were like, yeah, Miami Vice, Knight Rider.
Cessation. Disabling robot mode.
Apparently the people at Universal were like, what the hell do you want with this old shit? So they got it for really cheap. It's kind of hilarious. I just want to... Okay, we have to do 3 more races and then we can get a city. It's almost 9 o'clock. I still want to do a little bit of vacation.
Alright, we're getting back to nature doing the wild thing. Grand waterfall.
Oh, were there upgrades? There's money, so there must be upgrades, right? I want my car to drive better. Betterer. More betterer. About the topic of there is no such thing as bad game, I like seeking out really obscure, low mid-rated games. There's a certain weird enjoyment that I get out of them. Not to laugh at the game, but to further prove to myself that making games is really hard. Yeah. And even when they don't succeed at making something great, a lot of effort still went into making them. Oh, you and me, we are two of a kind. We are two of a kind. Yep, that's essentially the gist of my manifesto. So I'll know at least have one viewer. Even Eva Cash, Disty. Even Eva Cash. They didn't know what they were doing, but they tried. Yeah, I love these figures. Even look, look. If I make a video about it, it's worth discussing. Even Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo gets a mention in the new video. All right. And it's not one where I talk about how much I dislike Chibi Robo. I'm trying to create a movement here. I'm trying to create a religion. Oh, Zenas, you need to watch. You need to watch the Eva Cash video. It's a journey. Isn't that even the game where you drive 500 miles per hour backwards? You're talking about the trucking game. Wasn't the spiritual successor to Chibi Robo just like they showed off like a cheap kind of Unreal Engine demo, and that's all? Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing. Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing is a reverse. Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing. It exists, all right? You know how many games don't exist? Most of them. Desperate Housewives was a fun discovery because it's like
Here's another tune off the chart. Keep it tuned to chill.
there's so much effort put into that wasn't necessary. And such a weirdly deep understanding of what makes Desperate Housewives work, and an interesting approach to the game. But if you want more like that, I recommend Eva Cash and Rig and Roll specifically as fascinating games. Fascinating games. Did you suggest Desperate Housewives to me? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if it was a Vinted catch. It's possible. You've suggested a lot of things to me. I know, like, I remember specifically where Rig and Roll comes from. Rig and Roll was a Gamer Penguin's gift, even. Although I don't think he quite knew what great a gift it was. And Eva Cash was a Vinted find. Eva Cash I discovered entirely on my own. and Remission was Red Tick Seed. Well, you know, everyone drops licensed games in the suggestions all the time, which I don't blame them. But usually, what you get is, you know, oh yeah, it's a, what was it? The Murder She Wrote games, and those are like hidden object games. And I'm like, yeah, casual hidden object games for a franchise like Murder She Wrote, I get. But then the Shutter Island hidden object game is another thing entirely. That's like, what? What do you mean Shutter Island? Why did that not upgrade? That's annoying. I hit X, but X just started the race.
Alrighty, I got something good for y'all up next.
Oh.
Take in some fresh air with Jim Black and Texan Runner on Canyon Country Radio, KRAC 91 FM.
I love that it keeps playing during this. This means I can record. I can record audio of this without the gameplay sound, if I want to. Because the rig and rollness of this soundtrack cannot be denied. Also, this is very Need for Speed 3. Grand Canyon track like this. Remember, the very first episode of Desperate Housewives, the show, has a song from Rig and Roll in it. There's a thread of destiny that I'm following.
Don't look down. It's Canyon Country Radio 91 FM.
Correct, 91 FM Canyon Country, bringing you the weather for you. It will remain sunny and dry tonight.
It's all connected.
Temperatures from the lower to the mid-70s in the mountains.
It's the I love the just the surprise discoveries, you know. I really love that. Like half of it, oh, a big boulder. Half of what I'm doing is exploring stuff from my childhood and trying to recontextualize it as an adult and find the history of it and stuff like that. The other half is just finding treasure in the dumps. The old website, oldgames.ru, is mostly Russian-focused abandonware site, but so many just bizarre, obscure, recommended browse Google Translate. I will check it out. Yeah, abandonware sites is where I find. Like that's the thing, and that's why I'm so happy I've found a bit of an audience with the YouTube stuff. I just feel this need to show the world these things. There's so much interesting stuff in them that's just like fascinating. It really tickles my brain somewhere deep. But yeah, with the look, I'm leaving for my holiday on the 10th, so the new video, the manifesto as I'm calling it, should be out before then. And I think it accurately summarizes my feelings on the matter. It's the most from the heart thing I've ever written, at least when it comes to this kind of weird game stuff. But this is something else. This is, I was criticizing them for, like, why are you making a US racer when the whole point was your niche is making games set in locations that aren't common, but they managed to do something very interesting with it, just based purely on the soundtrack. It doesn't play so bad either, to be fair. This is nowhere near the worst budget game. If you got this for Christmas and it was the only racing game you had, it'd be perfectly serviceable. Okay, now we did all three, so now we have the city license. Yes. It's like, a weird attitude to the game. Road condition, tarmac. Okay, so upgrade, square. Oh, we get stripes. It's cool. So cool. Get stripes on your car. That makes them go faster. I'm still surprised sometimes. Like I try to make videos about games that don't have other YouTubers who've done in-depth reviews on them. And that's why I'm not doing a big Minority Report game, because there's other YouTubers that have done that already. But I'm still surprised sometimes about games that have nothing on them, or very little. I have some games on the docket, I guess you could say, which have like maybe two clips of gameplay on them on YouTube. There's a little bit of a game preservation angle to what I'm doing too. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Disney! Look, I'm not saying that I wouldn't like it, but what about that makes you think it's a Bob game? Oh, we got hip-hop. The little slow-mo when I crash into cars is kind of cool. Rap. Come on, give me some rap. No. Yeah. Girl rap. So, all I know about Tokyo Mirage Sessions is it's Shin Megami Tensei, which I'm not like a huge player of, and Fire Emblem, which I've never played. All I know is Marth was my boy in Melee. And it takes those two things and does nothing with them, and instead makes it about like a J-pop group or music. Alright? Nervous video cooperation. That would be interesting. I do like Nervous. Yeah, we're in the city now, so it's urban music time. I'm also in 4th place. Oh, this car looking like it's blowing up. Is that Holly? OST is done by Avex with actual music videos and must have cost so much and sold fuck all both times. Is this racing music? Everyone? Is this racing music? Oh my god, I love this game! US Racer. Check it out. It's got soulful R&B as racing music. Macy's department store music.
I think I fired some blanks yesterday. Could you play something soothing?
Sure thing. This is one for you, Bruce.
You know that road right under the Hollywood sign? Oh, look at these physics! Landed on my wheels. It's awesome. Oh, I am playing on easy. That's why my damage isn't so bad. What is this music? What is this human music? I kind of wish this was an open world game now, where I could just cruise around and listen to the soundtrack.
Encore Radio, clap, KLAP, clap, clap, 100 FM with Steve
on the phone. So, Steve, what's up?
Well, I just wanted to invite everyone to a shoot of my newest film.
Sorry, but look, this is a budget racing game, right? Bargain bin shit.
Come and get a free shirt for my latest film.
It has radio bits.
You never can.
It has radio bits
Okay, thanks, Steve. Well, guys,
that are kind of like interestingly written and like.
who knows? Maybe you'll be discovered. Here's another hit on Encore Radio.
Never judge a game by its logo. I mean, I'm like the spirit of rig and roll, the greatest truck simulation of all time, lives within US Racer somehow. Maybe Davilex wanted to conquer the US. I'm just like, the racing is it's fine. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But the soundtrack stuff is blowing my mind.
Hey, so how's the weather today, Jackie?
Well, this morning's rain showers were cleared away by a high-pressure area moving in from the east, creating clear skies over Los Angeles.
Exclamation.
Again, another bright
Shay
and sunny day
Faklimov
with
has
temperatures
resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 9 months. Wow.
Baby,
Hello
baby.
there, MDers.
Baby, baby, baby. Hey, Shafiq. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Bob. You may remember me from those 9 months you've been subscribed to my channel. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We are currently exploring the catalog, the racing portion of the catalog of Dutch budget game developer Davilex Games. And I'm kind of blown away by the rig and roll like soundtrack. I can repair. No! I have to hit square because these are unconventional controls. Kittens! I love kittens. Everybody please send your strength to Artorius, who is currently dealing with a little bit of deterioration, that's the word, in his mobility again, and is once again back on the steroids to bulk him up. That's our baby. That's our baby. Gonna miss him. Part of me wishes I could take him with me. But no, that would stress him out too much. Yeah, it's been very stressful. But you know, we're dealing with it. He's a little warrior. He's not. The vet said too when I took him, like, yeah, you have cats who kind of just give up and die, and you have cats who don't know about giving up. Artorius is clearly not a giver up, or never has been. He's survived worse. There's a reason we named him after a warrior.
Here's DJ and MC to get you through the jam, my man.
DJ and MC? I kind of wish... Oh, that was another story! Artorius may have heard of giving up, but he will have no truck with it. Right. There was another story in the documentary, is their budget racing games were doing so well that when Microsoft released Midtown Racer in the Netherlands, they had to lower the price of it to compete compared to neighboring countries. That's how much of a success they were.
WRAP 97.3 FM Rap Radio. Ha! Hey, get this, folks. If you go down to John's dog stand within the next 15 minutes and order a chili dog with peppers, you can get the tickets to the concert this weekend. Hey, how about that, man? So get, I say...
The concert.
Oh, wow, rap radio.
We're gonna hear raps. We're gonna hear raps. Somebody start rapping. I want to hear a guy rapping. Licensing music for a budget racing game must be so much fun. Yeah. Ask Tommy Tallarico. Whoa! The physics of this game are fun. Very crash heavy.
It will stay cloudy with temperatures in the mid-70s. What's up with that? Anyways, let's heat it up with some good tunes.
Does this have multiplayer? That's a good question. It'll be a while until I can get to the main menu. Look, Fluff. Fluff, it's undeniable. The guy behind the music of Rig and Roll literally asked Tommy Tallarico.
DJ Bean here on Chicago's WRAPU.
DJ Bean! DJ Bean! No, they had some American consultants work on this. DJ Bean in Chicago. Not too bad. That song was kind of cool. Let's see if I can go back. Yeah, I've unlocked Houston. Two-player duel. So a race and cop versus racer. It's nice to have Disney back, huh?
Who's your hick cousin? KUZN 96 FM. We've got a song here that's hotter than a billy goat in a pepper pan. Start stomping with the Grasshoppers and their new hit, Riding High.
Yeah, baby! Come on. Bring in the vocals. Give me the vocals.
KUZN 96 FM giving you the weather forecast. Warm weather continues across the Lone Star State. Triple-digit high temperatures up to 105 degrees can be found in interior sections of South Houston. It's going to be hotter than a presidential scandal.
Wait, what's Nitro? All street lamps are made paper mache. No, but this is just a strong American car. Quality, Detroit made.
We've got an announcement that today's rodeo over at Jack Burns Rodeo
The rodeo!
have to be postponed because somebody fed sleeping pills to the bulls and they're not sold. So if you need to get something out of your system, grab a partner and dance to this.
It's getting a little chaotic. What the hell is this? A tiny little jump. I got rockets.
Song is going out to the nurses over in Park Plaza. Just for you lovely ladies for being so kind to me when I broke my hip after getting bucked. I felt like a six-string man by Joe Barn on KUCN 96 FM. Listen to your good old KUCN.
Sorry, I keep hearing KCUM. That's just my dirty mind. There's a diner there. You could tell because it's a diner. No, I need some like slow country ballads, man. Come on, Rig and Roll could do that. This game is reminding me of some races in GTA 3. Yeah, it has a bit of the chaoticness of it, and how aggressive the police are. You know it's Houston because there's oil fields. I don't know how to say it, pals, but this game is kind of good. I mean, good in the Bob sense, yes, but I'm kind of having fun even racing. It feels more than just bare bones budget, and there's something in here. It's stupid and weird and bad, but good. You know, bad and good. I don't know what to do with those words, but like, there's plenty of tracks. There's characters. The menus are bare bones. The music is hilarious. There's radio. The physics aren't bad. It's not frustrating. There's an easy mode. There's multiplayer. This game's got stuff. It's good, but it's good in the Bob sense. That's better than good, UN. That's interesting.
Radio Whiz Kid, Whiz 102.
Good, but not in the Bob sense. It's like, eh. It's good, I guess. Best games are the ones I'm ambivalent about, yeah. The ones that stick with you. The ones that make you go, how did this happen?
Who's the DJ bringing you the best in dance and fact? It's the Whiz Kid. Dance hard with the Whiz.
Yeah, this is the kind of music I think about when I think New York City.
This is your Whiz Kid weather update. A slow-moving cold front was just south of the area this morning. That combined with high pressure from the north, making today a sunny day with temperatures between 65
It is
and
Times
72 degrees.
Square. I was there for the Babylon's Fall shutdown. Your perception might be skewed. Our friend Nervous was there for that too. Good old Babby Fall. Ow. I'm actually enjoying this. What a weird life I have.
Here's tracks with WW on Whiz Kid.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A bad game is a game you remember playing. Yeah, look. I don't want it to, I don't remember playing. Yes. Oh, I have so many of those. They're mostly AAA. Dapper Cat, in about 40 minutes. I presume Nervous is live right now. In about 40 minutes, we're gonna raid into someone who you might, tell Nervous when we get there. If you're there. about what you feel about Wanted Dead. I think he'll agree with you.
Think about it. The next time you pucker up, dance with the Whiz Kid. Yeah.
See, I still don't understand. If you go to the Barbie Horse Adventures Wikipedia page, how people called Wild Horse Rescue one of the worst games ever. I don't know how somebody could play that game and say that. Anyway, this stream is very motivating for me to... thanks, Fluff. Very motivating for me to finish the manifesto video. I know there's more people like me out there. See, Dappercat, that's why the series on YouTube is technically called Garbage But Interesting. Thanks, Disty. Lovers is live and playing Sakura Tyson 3 tonight. Good. Glad. They'll give me someone to raid into.
Radio Whiskey, Liz 102.3 FM.
Ow.
Here's the debut. Check it out. Out of this world.
There's just so much out there that's fascinating beyond belief that doesn't get any coverage.
Who's the DJ bringing you the best in dance and fact? It's the Whiz Kid.
Being gaslit by the internet, Sonic 06 is a bad game, and I'm playing it myself. See, now you're playing. Now you're writing my video for me. I hate. Like, if I had a day free tomorrow, €100 suddenly appeared in my bank account. I could take the day off tomorrow and just finish it then. I'm doing some fun stuff with it, some fun effects. But the thrust of it is think for yourself, and you might enjoy things that others don't. $20,000? No, not yet. I think this might be the last one, unless we unlock a secret track, and then I'm gonna switch to Vacation Racer. I'm gonna see if there's a PS2 version of that too, because it's a little easier with some of the, there's a certain era of game that's easier to emulate than it is to run on real hardware, especially PC stuff. Find the internet banging on about certain games and I have no idea why people love them. Yeah.
So here's Indugu shit for you, baby.
Well, I think the problem with like a certain kind of like both professional game reviewers and YouTuber gaming influencers or whatever is that people don't think for themselves. No? What's the camera? And when you don't think for yourself, then you're just regurgitating opinions.
Exclamation. Umatron has resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 21 months.
21?
Alien 20 Coffee, Alien 20 Cool, Alien 20 Nice, Alien 20 Coffee.
Hey, Bum, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Good to see you.
That's easy, man.
Destiny's one of the worst games I've ever played.
You're going to the fight tonight. What's your name? Hey. Well, Tom, stay on the line as I slap on another hit. Rolling radio. We always play your lucky number.
There's something about I was watching a Dan Olson did a talk at a PAX event or something. It was basically like a mini essay of his that he was just doing live about Call of Duty Ghosts.
Stand firm over Las Vegas.
And I played through all of the Call of Duties on my PS3, or a bunch of them, some months ago. Just played through the campaigns that I missed. And Ghosts is like not only maybe the most offensive on a political level of that series of Call of Duties, but also gameplay-wise the most boring and whatever. And apparently, according to the talk, even though it sold worse, it reviewed pretty okay. And I find that strange. I want a game with friction, like good faith, sense of it, preventing me from optimizing the fun out of it. Yeah. I'm comprehending it like a solved game of Connect 4. That's why I dislike games that have metas. I don't know. I enjoy getting engrossed into a virtual world. And as soon as the gamey part of it I don't know, it stops becoming interesting for me. It's like when I know a story or something. Like Call of Duty offensive to play because it glorifies killing in ways I don't think people appreciate. Yeah. I mean, all Call of Duties are politically highly problematic, but like Ghosts was the least realistic, even compared to like the future-based ones. It's so blunt and like even by Call of Duty standards, meta is like when people figure out the structure of a game and optimize it, play it by the most efficient means, right? So if you play a multiplayer shooter with different characters, you know, there's one that's clearly overpowered, or a particular way to play that is clearly the most efficient. And so you'll have, instead of people playing characters that they like or enjoy or whatever, they just pick the one where if you do this and you use this weapon, you always win. Min-maxing, yeah. Even in single-player games, they're just like... It just strips all the fun out of it. I think this is just all the levels again. Oh, there's bonus cars. Yeah, but then we just go through everything. Oh, there is Washington at the end. But we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna quit this. Okay, I'm gonna write some notes. Let's go to Camp Full and get Winamp running again. US Racer. Hold on. Autobahn. Not a straight copy, but with some differences, tweaks, upgrades. US Racer, kinda good. Rig and roll-esque. Soundtrack and radio bits. Okay. Let's see if Vacancy Racer has a PS2 release real quick. Windows. No? A2 Autobahn, M25 Racer, Europa Racer, Europe Racing is on PlayStation 1. Speedboat Racer, US Racer, London Racer. Okay. London Racer Destruction Madness. I might have that one actually. Or Police Madness. But it doesn't look like... Let me just check the ROM database. Check for myself. Redump. My game pile has not grown fluff because in anticipation of the vacation, I have not bought anything this month. I have one thing on the way from Vinted. I'm not even sure if it'll arrive on time. But it's been an anemic risk. I'm at risk of avalanche. Yeah. Well, I was filming some bits for the new video, so I had to move some stuff around. I plugged in the N64 and moving stuff around. But yeah, I need a storage solution. Maybe after the vacation, me and Mrs. Bob can talk about reorganizing the whole office area and optimizing the storage a bit. But I also don't like that I can't have any of it really plugged in. I have the VCR, I have the Xbox, everything's just stacked. Yeah. But right now I'm just very budget conscious. And I also have this whole stack of all the Atari stuff here. I need to sell some of that still. Let's go back to the... Wait, can we just... Yeah. Vakantie Racer. Mount image. I think I have it. Do I not? Holiday Racer. Oh, Holiday Racer. Is that released on anything else? Holiday Racer. No. Nope, don't even see it on Moby Games. Nope, not on the PS2. Let's see if it runs. It's got characters too. I'm a little concerned about the depiction of some of them. I'm presuming it's the same engine as US Racer, so I'm not sure how well it's gonna run. I'm expecting this one to be transphobic in some capacity. But there's probably some racism going on too, like... Yeah. There's a hippie, there's twins, there's... Gotta be some form of pedophile, there's a fat guy, there's a host, a bimbo, gangster-looking dude who's looking like a little Southern European. I wonder if I get to have campers. If I'm dragging campers, that might make up for it. Let's see, did I get a thing? Yes. Alright, let's give it a shot. The Little Britain of Dutch racing games. Oof. Or at least get an interesting intro out of it, I think.
International Lottery Live! Well, as you can see, I'm standing here in this month's winning street! Gathered around me are the fortunate winners! Very happy faces, and they should be, of course. But hey, Sheila, what did they actually win?
Well, this month's first prize is fantastic. A 3-week stay on the biggest, most dazzling campsite in the world, Camping Valhalla in Monaco. Camping Valhalla is fully booked for the next
no room for
20
camping in
years,
Monaco.
but the people of International Lottery Live managed to get their hands on the last camping spot. A fabulous prize, don't you think?
It sure is, Sheila. You all heard it, right? But, you said one camping spot, am I right?
Yes, that's right, Bruce. They actually have to compete for this amazing first prize. we have set out a race with 6 stages between Calais and Monaco. After
It's just all
every
France.
stage, great prizes can be won. Whoever arrives first at Camping Valhalla in Monaco will win the first prize. So people, pack your bags, start your engines, and go for it. Good luck!
Okay. So it's just a trip through France. With the setup of some kind of reality contest TV show thing. And now we've got a black screen. Hello. Oh. Barbarino. Okay, options. I don't know if they're British characters. Let's see, keyboard, gamepad. 3D card. Okay, so this might be... This might crash, because this might be the engine of the third game. Easy, normal, difficult.
Our next contestant is a 21-year-old beauty. This blonde babe is a real sports fanatic. Jet skiing, swimming, running and mountain biking are just a few of her regular activities. She's absolutely fanatical and she'll never quit. Here's Angie. Our next contestant is a true pit bull who defies all traffic rules. On his side you'll find the always charming Tracy. His neighbours call him a social miracle. Everybody step aside for Pitbull Kevin. Our last contestants have been two of a kind for 75 years. Brothers Harry and Barry are identical twins and inseparable. These two spry oldies are still pumping iron every day. On Camping Valhalla, they hope to have a go at the world record skydiving. Come on down, Harry and Barry. Our second candidate is 25 and a full-time college student. In his spare time, he loves to wander around in free nature in his birthday suit. A real hippie with a heart filled with adventure. Here is Ziggy.
Woodmock.
Our first contestant was born 32 years ago. This modest jack-of-all-trades describes himself as tough, modern and cool. He's also a great father and a loving husband.
What's going on
He
here?
hopes to find the ultimate family bliss on Camping Valhalla.
Free nature. Shafiq, free nature is a direct Dutch translation.
Our
Yeah.
second candidate is 25 and our next contestant is a 21-year-old
Let's just
beauty.
go with
This
Angie.
blonde- Come on.
I don't know how you're all doing, but I find this all very exciting.
The CD-ROMs could
contestants seem
contain
to be
so
ready.
many voice
In the
clips.
first stage, they will drive from Calais to Paris. A nerve-wracking ride through France. And this is only the beginning.
Bonjour. Welcome to Gérard Quick Service. I'm Gérard Courtois. The next few days, I'll be with you in my mobile garage. I'll fix your car and I'll give you nice gear. You pay me with the sunnies you'll find on the way. So pick up as many as possible. Bon chance.
Okay. Up, down, left, right, turbo, handbrake. Alt is a handbrake. That's loading.
Pak snel je koffer,
Ja.
start de auto en ga
time for
It's Dutch.
success.
They're still Dutch.
Hey, watch where you're going.
It's fun with the trailers, though.
Watch my paintwork, please.
It's very slow.
Well, bye now.
What was turbo? What was turbo? Oh, I don't have to.
Later.
The music is weirdly inappropriate. No, alt was handbrake.
Like a tornado.
Hey, see you at the finish, dude.
I'm a little underwhelmed. Mostly because of how slow it is. Oh, we gotta fast forward.
Seniors first.
I mean, graphically, this is somewhere in between, right? The music doesn't help with the feeling of slow pace. Now we're seamless transition to the F1 track. Yeah, this is like a step towards US Racer. Because these are the same repair icons.
Speed is coming through. Oh, grow up, please.
It's creepy. Creepy and weird. Like most twins. Oh, a big T for turbo? 50% turbo. I need to get a straight section. They don't sound like twins, they sound like demons! Well done, Bum. I still understand why the music is so slow. It just feels like I'm kind of cruising. Wait, I thought that was the finish. Or I'm heading towards the finish. I made it. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't make me do it again.
Excellent! You came in first. Great performance. Now you may try your luck in our great festival of prizes. Good luck.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you don't even spin the wheel. It's just little lights. 0. No. Engine. 10. Turbo. This takes way too long.
Really cool.
Okay. Oh my god, this is hard.
Paris, city of romance. I remember the first time with that blonde. What a night, and what a beautiful eyes. But anyway, the trek leads through the crowded center of Paris.
Sorry, the amount of spelling errors in this paragraph.
The Triomphe, the Louvre, Notre Dame, and all that at 100 miles an hour.
The Arch of Triumph. I think Eiffel is also spelled wrong, and the Louvre.
Ah, mon ami, good driving, but a bit too wet, no? That's why I have for you these extra tires, for a better road holding.
Engine. Bye. Why is that the upgrade bot sound? Oh, perfect. I can do a full upgrade. I can do full upgrade after the first race. Let's see if it's actually any faster. Control is control is turbo. Like I said, if I had the time, I'd go through every single one of these games. The world's there's I think there's 41 on Moby Games. There's 41 games by Davilex. Now, not all of them are developed by them. They had some satellite offices in other countries, and they published games at some point too.
Out of my way!
And a bunch of them are like edutainment games.
Please let us pass.
Like, I can't wait to get to the Knight Rider games, pals. That's going to be something. I believe. I don't know if they just got clips or they actually have recordings of Hasselhoff. But his voice is in the game. Will I do a video on Davilex? So Fluff, my the goal is to do a video on the goal is to do a video on Amsterdam that will also partly be a profile on the developer, because Amsterdam by itself doesn't have a lot to it. I feel like it would be a 10-minute video if I just focused on the game itself. But I think it's important to set a context. So I want to... Thanks, Disty. So I want to kind of do like 50-50, half history of the studio. Freeze? What? What is that? Does that freeze them? Yeah, so that's the goal. But that'll be after the vacation, so it'll be late July, mid-August, I think. It shouldn't be too long.
No. U maakt het wel heel erg bont. U komt er nu nog af met een waarschuwing.
Oh my god! Cops speaking Dutch with French accents. Did I run Amsterdam on a virtual machine? I think I ran it on this computer. I think I ran it on this, this is my real hardware Windows XP computer. Sunnies are cash, huge. For upgrades. Sorry, the cop speaking Dutch with a French accent got to me. I feel like... So Alright. The documentary that I watched kind of talked about the downfall too, and how like they had to lay off a bunch of people when it started getting more difficult and whatever. But I feel like this is probably made during their era of decadence, where they could get away with anything. This is what happens when your budget developer gets a little too much money. First car I remember my parents having in the 80s was a Datsun Sunny. You could trade it in for engine upgrades, apparently. It isn't... Look, it is not terrible. Okay? But it's clearly budget, and it has a gimmick. The driving does not feel very refined. This is a gag game. More than anything, I think. This is... something you kind of... Does it... the pyramids break? No. Oh! I lost my... oh, it came back! My jet ski! Yeah, this is a game you kind of play through as a joke. And because you have nothing else. I have a jet ski though. So I can go underwater, right? That's how that works. The model they made the shape of human beings makes me want to gag! A little bit. The voice acting also. This is a joke game. You cannot take it seriously. Ah! I love that you can lose the jet ski and then it fades back in. Can I take a different route? Can I go through the arch? What am I freezing? I guess the cops froze? And the other racers froze? And this is... That's not the way to go. That reminds me, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek Voyager. And enjoying it quite a bit, actually. But sometimes when they have, like, long hallways in Star Trek... Did I say Star Wars Voyager? I hope I didn't say Star Wars Voyager. But when they have long hallways in Star Trek, you can see it's just a painting. Sometimes the end of the hallway is just a painting of a longer hallway. And that's what that reminded me of. These are super strong fences. Oh, sorry about that. Where are we going? This way. Yeah, I'm fully upgraded, right? But it's still... This is the speed I want to be at, but this still... The full speed, top speed normally feels kind of slow. Still. And I know I'm also dragging along a jet ski fully loaded with fuel. Or whatever, but... Hey Grace! We're in France now. We're in France now playing Holiday Racer. We just played through US Racer, which was kind of great. And had a rig and roll-esque soundtrack. Which is kind of impressive. This is a little more, yeah, this is like a... Yeah, I call it a gag game. It's kind of trashy. It has weird voice acting and characters. And it doesn't play great. But it has humor. You know? That's what your racing game needs. Your budget racing game. It needs humor. And beautiful physics. And really slow gameplay. I am playing on easy, to be fair. Oh, that's probably why I feel slow. Because I'm playing on easy, so that's my fault. Because it did say on higher difficulties it's faster. The music is almost non-existent. Those are the exact same sound effects as in A2 Racer 2. User Racer cool grab OST, but I thought it lacked some pizzazz. Like picking up items had no sound, weirdly flat particle effect, no sparkle room. Yeah, it felt better than anything else. Grab bag, yes. Oh, it did more than I expected, and what more can I possibly ask for? Those are gross particle effects too. Playing 50cc and complaining about the speed. Yeah. Yep. I mean, other than Mario Kart, what racing games slow you down at easier difficulties? Usually it's tweaks to the AI. I don't think I can change the difficulty either. So next week, not next week. So Thursday, I'll be playing Grachten Racer, and presumably it's Englishified spin-off, sequel, copycat, speedboat challenge or some shit.
Oh boy! What an amazing driver! You finished first!
Oh, Grace!
You deserve a go in our great
Grace, this is funny walk. No offense, but you know what I mean? Isn't this funny walk?
Really cool.
Like the clapping and studio
We're going to the French coast from
thing
Paris
specifically.
to Lyon. Imagine a crowded road to the beach on a warm summer day, but 10 times worse, packed with annoying lorries, day trippers, and lots of holiday traffic. No, people, it's not going to be a free ride.
Ah bon, you're back. My advice, buy an extra engine, or maybe two. You will get more power and fittest.
I can upgrade more? But like, I don't see what my actual performance is. Alright, whatever. No, I don't have enough. Do I have enough for repair? Yes. This will be the last race, then I have to go to bed and sleep like a little baby. Okay, now we got some real tunes.
Pak snel je koffers, start de auto en ga ervoor. Veel succes!
I also love that in their English version of the game, they still left in Dutch voice clips. That's just beautiful.
Feels good, eh? Seniors first! Out of the way, sluggish turtle!
I am a sluggish turtle. Why am I controlling worse than I was before?
Up, please!
And why are the twins my fastest competitors?
Steve, our bones are still strong!
Is it Dutch people doing English accents? I think so, yeah. At least for the twins, definitely. And the lady announcer too, I think. Nothing worse on this entire planet of Earth than a Dutch person with an English accent. That's a combination that should not be legal. Two wrongs don't make a right, you know? Excuse me, how about a German with an English accent? An English person with a Dutch... See, the thing is... I don't think a German person with an English accent is worse than a Dutch person with an English accent. Because a Dutch person with an English accent also has the horrible Dutch accent. That's becoming less common, I think. More younger people don't have that accent so much. And I don't think an English person can properly do the Dutch accent. It's just so... Ugh. It's terrible. I don't mind Dutch. Perfectly fine. My Dutch isn't great because I don't get a lot of opportunity to speak Dutch. Because I live so insularly and I speak English with my girlfriend. But like, it sounds fine, but when a Dutch person has the Dutch accent, and it's usually like fucking politicians and shit who still have that. University educated people, and they sound like just... Ugh. And technically, you know, we're still the best English speakers in the world. Or at least in the non-English speaking world, I'd also argue the Dutch, on a grammatical level, speak English a lot better than the English do. But the accent, that classical Dutch accent, is horrible. Yeah, Fluff, there's a lot more English words being inserted into like slang and stuff. And then Dutchified too, but in a young, modern, fun way. And of course, in Leiden, I'm hearing more English on the street than Dutch, quite frankly. Okay, well, that was Holiday Racer. Sorry, Holiday Racer. Let's get one more classic.
All right! You came in first! You're an amazing driver! Say, your real name isn't in fact Michael Schumacher, is it, eh? Go on, collect your prize in the Great Prize Festival! And can you check in afterwards for the dope test? You! Let me get my breath back first! That was really something the last few days. Thank heavens we're still all complete. Today,
fair play, he's giving it his all.
Slow. We are going back to nature! But don't take this stage too lightly. One moment of inattention can be fatal!
Oh, you could hear the spit in the fatal. Did he turn few into a two-syllable word? Yeah. Yeah, he did. He has that power. Fatal. Alright. Bear witness to me turning off my Windows XP computer. But it will return this Thursday. Same Bob channel, same Bob time, hopefully. I need to now go to Campful. And I need to use the right keyboard, not this. This is the Windows XP keyboard. I will now take in a fetal position. Thanks everybody for making this a highly enjoyable stream for me. I really appreciate it. It's been a while. My streams aren't as consistent as they used to be. We, on the YouTube side, not on the YouTube side, on the Twitch side, are rating into Nervous. On the YouTube side, just watch one of my videos again. Thanks for the subs and resubs and the follows and enjoying. I had a great time. I will be back on Thursday with more Davilex, and then more Davilex the week after, and then I'm going to Aruba and I'll be gone for 2 weeks, and I won't be thinking about any of you while I'm sitting in the pool getting burned by the sun, and that will be lovely also. Wel te rusten, slaap lekker, sweet dreams, etc., etc. Today's the day. It's true.
Thank you for enjoying the Bob stream. I love you all.
Everything is so beautiful.